I was like, oh no, I don't want to be an illustrator anymore. I want to be a pop star. If I was going to tell you about myself, I would say, my name is Sasha Samara. I am a girly from Belfast, your friendly neighborhood pop star. And yeah, I really wanted to be an illustrator and an animator for my whole life growing up. I did my degree in illustration, and then at around 18, I had a sort of like terrible relationship experience, which was the catalyst for figuring out like, oh, I could put all of these weird feelings into songs. I really relied on music in that time to get me through that like emotional journey. So being able to explore that through my own songwriting became like a really transformative experience for me. And then after uni, I was like, oh no, I don't want to be an illustrator anymore. I want to be a pop star. So I have been trying my darn best ever since, writing songs and figuring out what it means to be a music artist rather than a visual artist. Last year, I released my debut EP called Why Am I Still Here? I Never Learn, and it sort of follows the different facets of heartbreak and the mix of like joy and sadness that can occur in that period. You know, I can't actually remember what order they were all written in the end, but it was that sort of journey of processing every aspect, because heartbreak is so complex. The balance of like, I'm thankful for everything you taught me. I'm thankful for the love that we did share, but also I'm really hurt and I'm really confused and I don't know what to do. It was really important for me to organize all of those feelings into songs, and I'm happy that it kind of, my EP, Why Am I Still Here? I Never Learn, reflects like little snapshots of all of those parts of the process. I think if you haven't heard my music before and I was trying to put it into words, I would say for the most part, it's pop music with a lot of heart. I always try to infuse like as much of my own heart and story into the music, because I certainly have found when you can hear like the hyper specificity in someone like Phoebe Bridgers or Taylor's music, it really speaks to you, and you know that like it came from such an authentic place. Simmer came about as part of a collaboration with a local producer called Danny, or Daniel Morgan Ball as his official long title is. And I had never really done a lot of co-writing before, so this has been a really beautiful experience in terms of like, it felt so easy and it was a really fun process. I had been writing sort of in my own time, just a lot of sad music. And I was like, girl, gotta shake off these sad cobwebs, because it is emotionally exhausting to just be like pulling out all of the hard stuff all the time. And I had heard an interview with Dua Lipa, who was talking about how for a lot of songs on her album, Future Nostalgia, she had just not written them necessarily from a place of experience, but in a place of desiring to experience the emotion she was writing about. So I really took that idea of like manifesting in your writing to heart for this one. And I was like, okay, it's dull, it's dreary. There has been a sadness in my heart, but we're gonna turn this ship around and we're gonna write something really, really fun.
I wouldn't have known. You sound in love.
Well, I would say it's not completely untrue. I am in love, and I was drawing from like the moments and the stories from like the start of a relationship, and those moments that you get with a person that even if you've been with them for years, you kind of look at them and you're like, oh damn, like I have a huge crush on you, and like this still feels as exciting and exhilarating as it did in like the first moments of us getting to know each other. I think about the opinion of pop quite a lot, especially in Northern Ireland. I feel like pop is a really underrepresented, or certainly under-celebrated genre. Pop is looked down upon sometimes because it's considered like girly and frivolous, and there's certainly some pop music, I think, that is not trying to tell a particularly interesting story or a deep story, but that doesn't necessarily make it less valuable. There is still work to be done for some people to like dismantle their idea of pop. But it's taken me journeying as a musician and discovering that I actually love pop music to discover that like it's not just fluff, like these stories can be really heartfelt as well. Well, when I'm in the green room before a show, some pre-show like non-negotiables are definitely a vocal warm-up and a little pep talk to myself. I always like to have a moment alone to myself in this solitude to talk to myself. Because, you know, like a cool, sane person, being able to like come back to myself is really important. So even if I do have adrenaline and I'm shaking and I'm nervous, I don't feel unmoored. So it's a lot of inner work before the show, but also drink a lot of water, get the lipstick on. If anyone wants to check out my music, have a look on my YouTube channel for my music videos. Check me out on your favorite streaming service. I'm probably there unless you use a really obscure streaming service. But yeah, follow along for the ride because there's lots of exciting stuff to come.
I think that's all.
Yay! Nervous, sweating under the lights.
I just have to say, I absolutely love your energy.
Aww,
So good.
thank you.
So good.